All right, check.
Check.
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
It is gone! Game over!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, People's Bank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Brewery Products, Harvey's Rental, Racehorse Tavern, Flying Feet Sports Shoes, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Community Progress Council, Fast Signs, York County Bar Association, Philly Pretzel Company, Wolf's Bus Lines, Grand Falloons, PA Lottery, and by Downtown Inc.
Nelly Rodriguez, a walk-off two-run home run! It's right there, he's got it, and this game is over! The Revs with a record-setting comeback!
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 94 of York Revolution Baseball, and later, number 95. We've got two for you today, thanks to Friday's rain out. Revs and the Charleston Dirty Birds playing a doubleheader here on a scorching hot Sunday afternoon in York. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Jake Ness. Welcome to Revs Baseball. And Jake, the Revs last night snapping a 6-game losing streak with maybe the game of the year. Tremendous comeback, just a thrilling finish, and hopefully they can turn that into a streak in the positive direction, and they've got two chances today to try to do that.
Yeah, last night was something special. I mean, the Revs got down 4-0 early. Alex Sanabia had to exit, but a big game from the bullpen and a few standout performances offensively really carried the way. And interesting nugget on the bullpen, they threw 7 2/3 scoreless innings and faced the minimum through the last 5 innings, which was really huge into keeping them in the ball game. Of course, who else but Melky Mesa coming in with the game-winning hit at the end of things.
And the bullpen in those 7 2/3 did not issue a single walk, and we'll talk with Mace about that and many topics from last night's game coming up. But a few of the key highlights: the Revs, who were down 4-0 early, they inched their way back on an Elmer Reyes RBI single in the 5th. Lenine Rodriguez, a sac fly in the 7th inning, got him within a 4-2 score. And then in the top of the 9th inning, thought maybe this could have given them some momentum. Telvin Nash playing left field for the first time in his Revs career. Here's Nick Heath, who's 1 for 4. And he swings, drives one the other way to deep left. Nash is back. It'll smack the Wellspan sign above the scoreboard. Nash the carom, throws to second. Jeffrey the tag, got him! Telvin Nash, his first outfield assist with the Revs. He hosed him at second base. Heath didn't anticipate that. He is thrown. Yeah, and you were hoping that could carry some momentum into a bottom of the 9th inning rally. And whether or not it had a direct correlation, those things, I don't know, they're fun to talk about. But maybe Jeffrey Perez led off with a single, and that brought Troy Stokes Jr. to the plate. Big lefty looks at first, delivers home, and a swing and a drive the other way in right center. Williams going after it. It is off his glove, and it bounces against the fence. Perez on his way to third, Stokes into second standing. And the tying runs are in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. And Troy Stokes Jr., who came in as a pinch hitter in the 5th last night with all the double switches. He went 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. Lenine Rodriguez, an RBI ground out to get Perez home. But down 4-3, Stokes was still at second with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And the Revs were down to their final strike when this happened. Revs trying to come all the way back from down 4 early. They're within a run. Here's the stretch from Segrist. They set up in. The 1-2, Stokes runs. It's high. It's off the glove of Gonzalez. Here comes Stokes trying to tie it. He scores! And this game is tied 4-4 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Can you believe it? Stokes was running for third on the pitch, and it went off Gonzalez's glove to the backstop. He never slowed down and comes all the way home to tie this game. Unbelievable. And then in the 10th inning, Jim Fuller providing a scoreless top half, even with that automatic runner at second to start the frame. But Mace brought the infield in. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a fly ball right field. Stokes comes in. He's under it. He's got it. Jim Fuller with a scoreless top of the 10th inning. Dirty Birds do not score. Heath stranded at third base, and the Revs now will try to win it. So that set up this. It came down to a 2-out situation again, and it was El Capitan, Malky Mesa, at the plate. Back on July 17th, he walked it off against Staten Island with a base hit. That was the third walk-off hit of his Revs career. All have been singles. The 1-0, swing and a drive the other way. Right field and deep. Williams is back. It is off the wall. And this game's over. Reyes scores. And the Revs win 5-4 here in the bottom of the 10th inning. What a comeback at Peoples Bank Park tonight. Yeah, one of the great moments of the season last night, Jake, and Malky had to sprint through a gauntlet of teammates who were trying to kill him with the ice bath, but a very memorable scene. And today, it'll be Nick Travieso making the start in Game 1. He has been excellent, 5-5, winner of 3 straight, a 4.18 ERA. Lefty Denson Hall goes for Charleston. He's 2-6 with an ERA of 5.11. Take a look at what's on tap on the pregame, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light. We'll cover all the topics from last night with Mace. The Racehorse Tavern Managers Report is straight ahead. And our first pitch today is set for 2 p.m. sharp on a hot one here on a sunny Sunday in York. We'll have it for you right here on Sports Radio at 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Everywhere you look today, dog treats are being described as high quality, all natural and human grade. At the Boys Barking Bakery, we know that it's just not the words to produce great tasting stuff, it's the process. We make everything from scratch. There's no sugar, salt, or preservatives added. To make our treats, we use classic recipes and wholesome ingredients. We bake our fresh treats every week in small batches to ensure the quality of our product. We're located inside York Central Market and New Easter Market, as well as the Roots Country Market in Manheim. Check out our website, theboysbarkingbakery.com. The Boys Barking Bakery, the preferred dog bakery in Central PA, where something delicious is always baking since 2017.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report. Now here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, just an amazing game last night. That's going to be one of the wins of the year, no doubt. And the way things started, you know, losing your starting pitcher early, down 4-0, it just felt like things were going nowhere. And then to put the comeback together like that was a tremendous team effort.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, I mean, I've managed a lot of games in my lifetime, but I think that's the most moves I've ever made in one game. I mean, to try to get to the end of the game. And, you know, to the guys' credit, the relievers come in and they were dynamite. I mean, they were. Rowdies pitched out of a big jam. You know, when we took Alex out of the game, they had bases loaded. I mean, we're able to get out of that. And, you know, I mean, and then from there, the bullpen, you know, Tucker and everybody that followed him. I mean, we used everybody but Courtney Mack. So the bullpen was well used last night for sure. And you know what? Everybody came in, did a great job. So, and offensively, I mean, we did enough. I mean, Troy Stokes was huge, stealing third, then a wild pitch at the same time. He gets 2 bases on that. And then, of course, Melky with the big hit at the end.
Well, you had a pitchers meeting earlier in the day, and I think you said a lot of it had to do with approach and pitch selection. Was that an immediate sign of that being implemented last night?
I mean, I'm not going to take credit for that, but I mean, we did talk about how we wanted to attack hitters and our approach to the hitters, and trying to eliminate a lot of the third pitches for the relievers. I mean, there's no need to try to do that. So get your 2 best pitches and then just go attack the hitters, and whatever happens. And I hardly even remember. I think, Ventura, he usually walks one guy, so he might have walked one guy in there somewhere. But, no, I mean, I don't remember too many walks either out of the bullpen. So, they attacked last night, and that's what I want to see. You know what? You're going to give up hits, but I'd rather give up some hits than give up the walks and the hits. That's a double whammy right there.
Well, again, I know you deflect the credit to the players, but you really did push all the right buttons last night. You had to manage that thing from really early. So what were some of the things throughout the course of the game that you had to be processing and looking ahead on with all the double switches, all that kind of stuff that you had to go through?
Yeah, well, I mean, the main thing was, you have to be aware of where your pitcher is going to hit in the lineup, because once you lose your DH, and you know where the pitcher got to be to hit. So you're trying to figure out, okay, if I need to get multiple innings out of this pitcher, who can I pull out of the game? It'll take us 8 hitters to get to that spot, right? So the first double move was Connor, because Connor made the last out of that inning. So when I inserted Nash, so we didn't lose his bat, but of course we lose him as the designated hitter. So now the pitcher hits in Connor's spot, right? So we got to go at least 8 hitters to get there. And I mean, I would like to get to 8 hitters and get there, but if you're doing that in one inning, you're scoring a lot of runs, so you don't care if the pitcher would have to hit in that situation. But the bottom line is, you don't want to burn your pitchers, just for one inning, and now you got to get another arm for the next inning and another arm. So, I was rotating a lot of switches last night with, getting Stokes into the game. That was another switch, leave him in the game, get Encarnacion out of the game, put the pitcher now from Connor's spot to the leadoff spot, and just trying to keep the pitching spot as far away from home plate as possible is really what it turns out.
How valuable is the information going forward? Seeing Talbot Nash the way that he played left field for the first time in a York uniform, just to know that maybe you've got that flexibility if needed?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to know that. I know Talvin has played some left field in his career, but I'm sure it's been a long time. And like you and I talked about earlier, I mean, I was more impressed the way he played the ball off the wall. That's the hardest part about playing that in our field, playing the ricochet off the wall. And he played it great, and he threw a strike to second base. So, I mean, that was and that was a big play. I mean, that was a big play in the game. When you're playing those kind of games, you're trying to keep it within striking distance. I mean, you need to make all the plays. And, the first 2 runs we gave them, they were unearned. But, we battled and battled and battled, and we were able to keep them there.
Is there any big concern with Sanabria with dealing with the heat again last night?
No, I don't think so. I think, from talking to the docs and everything, I just think it's more about his, just maybe the diet and fluid intake. Maybe not so much of the day of the game, but maybe a couple days leading up to the game. I think maybe he's going to have to make some adjustments in the fluid intake in this kind of weather, maybe, 48 hours in advance.
One thing about last night's game that kind of shows you, I mean, you don't have to get it all back on one swing. That was a a chip away game, and your guys had some productive outs and things like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we don't want to rely on home runs to score all our runs, that we don't want to do. Looking at the stats, going into yesterday, I think we were second in the league in home runs as a team, only a handful, not even a handful behind Lexington, right, whose ballpark play is really tiny. And we were leading the league in doubles, I mean, by at least 10 over the next team. So we're getting our extra base hits. But the other thing that we're doing as a team is we lead the league in strikeouts. So, that's an all or nothing approach, right? It's home runs and doubles or strikeouts. So we got to find a way to cut the strikeouts down, take some walks, and if we're not taking walks, at least get the ball in play. We know we have the power here. We know that. But, expecting 3-run homers every time you get a guy on base, a 2-run homer. And we got to be able to get some singles and some productive outs, moving runners, and doing things like that. And we were able to do that last night.
The Stokes play to tie the game in the 9th inning. What's your breakdown there on his read with going on the pitch and seeing what he saw?
Well, I mean, we wanted him to run, right? I mean, they weren't holding him. There were 2 outs. They were basically giving him third base. I know the thought was maybe when Nunez was hitting, try to take it. When there was only 1 out. And then after Nunez made an out. Then it was like, the heck with it, man. Let's go ahead. Let's take it. At least get you to third base. Now we're a wild pitch away and everything. And what ends up happening, the wild pitch happens as he's still in the base. So, the timing was perfect for that. And, he's running to third. Next thing you know, he's touching home plate. And it's like it's a 4-3 game. So, it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's just that play doesn't happen very often, but it happened last night, so we'll take advantage of that one.
Melky's walk-off hit, that ties him for another Revs record. It's the 4th walk-off hit of his career, tied with Andres Perez for the most in team history. And whoever did it last night, these guys were going to go nuts. But for the captain and for the leader of the team to do it probably meant maybe even just a little bit more to them.
Oh, yeah, they were having fun with it for sure. I was a little concerned because they grabbed the jug of ammonia water.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, my God, please. We don't want that in the eyes. But, and the guys have ammonia water down here because it's colder. It just, so you put the towel on your head and, try to get the body temperature down to where it needs to be. But, that was off the bat. I really thought he hit a homer. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a homer. I've seen a lot of balls goes that direction in this ballpark. I thought it was a homer, but hey, we'll take off the wall for the winning run. That works too. So it was, and that was a big hit too. That's a 2-out hit where we're looking at another inning of pitching for Jim Fuller, and then we got to come in and hold them, and then we got to try to score again. So. And look, we've had some long games. That's a 5-4 game and it's 4 hours. It's like, it's just, and it's not cold out here. It's smoking hot. So, just in time, it was perfect. And, we'll take that win. We needed that. And hopefully that'll get some momentum rolling for us.
Yeah, today you've got Travie in game 1. We obviously know all about him. Looks like Mac in game 2, what have you seen from him or talked with him about his first couple of days here with your club?
Well, I know he likes to throw multiple innings. We did talk about that yesterday, and just coincidentally, we were talking about how he was used when he played in Charleston, and he's like, well, usually multiple innings. He pitched multiple innings here against us tonight. I think we scored 19 runs or whatever it was. It was a Saturday night when we scored a lot. And I like the way he attacked the hitters. He used his fastball. He used a cutter. He got a little sinker. So, I would expect the same approach today. I just want him to go as long as he can go, and then after that, whatever bullpen is available after game 1, then those guys will have to wrap it up for us. I am going to move Rivera into the bullpen for game 2. He didn't throw a ton of pitches the other night during the rain out, but so he's going to be up in the bullpen for game 2, even if I got to get 1 inning or something. And, and then we'll see who's available after we get through game one.
Yeah, and lastly, you had Yoel Espinal today as well, and live arm, right? You saw him throw some the last couple days?
Yeah, I mean, and we saw him pitch against us like 100 times in Lancaster last year. So, and he's been playing too. I mean, so he's able. He told me, he's like, Mace, I can easily go 2 innings my first day out there. So, so we're not worried about that. My concern is throw strikes. I mean, that's the concern, right? Throw strikes. They all those guys have pretty good fastballs. So, use your fastball mostly. And where pitchers get in trouble, they fall in love with sliders and breaking balls. And it's an 0-0 slider. Then it's a 1-0. Then it's a 1-0 slider. Now it's 2-0. Then now I try to throw a fastball. I lost my feel for it because it's a different kind of release. Now I'm 3-0. And next thing you know, it's a foul ball and ball 4. And, so just go get them. I mean, make them swing the bat. Don't be afraid of contact. Make them swing, and, we'll see if they hit it at us. I mean, we have a 98% chance of catching it according to our fielding percentage. But, I mean, just make them swing the bat, have fun, and attack the hitter.
All right, Mace, that was a good show. We covered quite a bit. Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, Sunday Fun Day, and now 2 more games.
All right, thank you. Go get him today.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report. Nick Travieso wrapping his warm-ups here. Charleston lineup brought to you by Flying Feet for Game 1. They will have Anthony Seymour at second base leading things off. Nick Heath in center field hits second. Edwin Espinal, the first baseman, bats third. Engel Beltre in left field will hit cleanup. Diego Goras, the shortstop, bats fifth. Devon Torrance, a Revs killer, is the DH hitting sixth. Liam Scaffarello starts at third base and bats seventh. Tyler Blum will do the catching and hit eighth. And Angel Garced in right field bats ninth. Again, Seymour, Heath, Espinal, Beltre, Goras, Torrance, Scaffarello, Blum, and Garced. And that lineup facing Travieso, who's 5-5 with the league's 7th lowest ERA now, 4.18. 15 starts, 79 2/3 innings, only 67 hits. Leads the league in opponent's average at 229. He'll start from the stretch. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is right down the middle for a ball. And we are off to a flying start. Travie looked in with his hands to his side like, what was wrong with that? And Rich Capitelli just blew the first pitch of the game. Stay hot. Here's the 1-0. Nana misses outside. I guess it was too perfect. And maybe he was ready for a 2:01 start. We got started at 2 o'clock on the nose. Pitch is lined to right field. Stokes coming over, and it's down in front of him for a hit. He knocks it down. And we'll throw in. Seymour is on with a leadoff single. At Travieso, again, the league's lowest opponent's average, 229. He's walked only 33, struck out 54. He's got the 4th best whip. Here at home, he's 3-2 with a 3.55 ERA. In 2 starts against Charleston, he has been excellent. 2-0, 13 innings, 8 hits, 1 run, a 0.69 ERA against them. Seymour with pink cleats, pink wrist tape. He leads. Pitch to Nick Heath is high and away. Seymour is a threat to run. 19 steals, thrown out just 3 times. Revs are in the black jerseys in game 1. Many of the guys going sleeveless. There goes Seymour. Pitch is high. Throw down to second on a hop, and not in time as Reyes snapped the tag back, but Seymour, a feet first slide, is in with his 20th. Heath was showing bunt, trying to interfere with the attempt there as well. It's a 2-0 count on Heath, who's struggled at the plate, hitting 196. Well, when he gets on, he's also a threat to run. Was in the big leagues just last year. Shows bunt again, and Travieso misses up and away. That makes it 3-0. Mentioned the Revs in the black sleeveless jerseys today. Charleston is in their road gray here for game 1. Travie fires and got that one over the outside corner for a strike.
We've seen a couple starts this year for Travie where it's taken him maybe a few batters to get a feel for the strike zone, and usually he's been able to lock in afterward, and you hope you can see more of the same today.
Now lift the leg and stares Seymour back. Travie's younger brother is here watching him. He's been hanging out with the team. Visited when the team was in Lexington earlier this year as well. Saw him make a great start there. There's the 3-1. He shows bunt, and it's high and away, and Heath walks. So the first two are on base. Again, the umpires today, Rich Capitelli, he's only blown one so far. He's behind the plate. Joe Del Balzo at first. Mike Williams, the umpire, at third. Here comes Edwin Espinal, who the Revs overall have done a good job against. They've held him to 3 hits and 18 at-bats. He was 1 for 5 last night, but did manage to drive in 3 of their 4. The first pitch, swings and grounds it, and at third it's off Franco's glove. Elmer picks it up and will have to hold it. Hard hit, and Franco trying to pick it over to his left. Redirected it towards short, and they have no play on it. It'll be an error on Franco. He just didn't quite reach far enough to get it in the pocket on the reaction play to his left. Bases loaded, no outs. A rather ominous start as Travieso will try to work out of some early trouble here and limit the damage. Certainly that win last night, something that you hope to build some momentum off of. Here is Engel Beltre, lines one to second. Jeffrey's got it, lunging and reaching to his left. Jeffrey Perez racing to his left a couple of steps, spears the hard hit liner, and that's out number 1. He stayed on his feet to get to it, but he had to go so hard to his left, he had to fight to keep his balance. A terrific play for the first out.
Yeah, and last night, you hope it's the start of a winning streak, but more or less, if you can just take one game in this doubleheader, you take the series, and after what we've seen the past 2 series, that is a step in the right direction at the very least.
Whew. Here is Diego Goris, bases loaded, 1 out. Travieso deals, and a swing and a miss, a slider to start him off. Shout out to great Revs fan Tyler, who's tuned in. Tyler Toll, not just a great Revs fan, longtime co-worker here at Peoples Bank Park. Now works for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's the 0-1, and it misses down and away. Goris hitting .242 with a home run and 20 knocked in. I think Tyler, as she watches the game today, should sit in a room where it's like 120 degrees so she knows what it's like to be here. Pitch to Goris is rolled over on the ground to third. Franco's got it to second for 1. Jeffrey the turn, double play. Travie and the Revs are right out of the inning. They had bases loaded, nobody out, and allowed nothing in the top of the first inning. And we are off and running today. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left at the end of a half inning. It's the Dirty Birds nothing, the Revs coming to bat.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This summer, while lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. Catch York Revolution baseball right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
No score. Nick Travieso works out of severe trouble in the top of the first inning. Lefty Denson Hall gets set to go for Charleston today. The Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. It'll be Jeffrey Perez at second base leading things off. Elmer Reyes, the shortstop, hits second. Batting third is Talbot Nash. They flip-flop Nash and Franco today. Franco's been struggling a bit, and they've got a lefty on the mound, so Nash will bat third and play first base. Nelly Rodriguez in the cleanup spot DHs. Carlos Franco bumped down to fifth. He is at third base. Malky Mesa in left field is hitting sixth. Troy Stokes Jr., the right fielder, hits seventh. Connor Lean in center field bats eighth, and John Nunez does the catching in the opener and hits ninth. Again, it's Perez, Reyes, Nash, Rodriguez, Franco, Mesa, Stokes, Lean, and Nunez for the Revs. Facing Hall, who they had success against when he was with Southern Maryland. 16 starts, he's 2-6 with a 5.11 ERA for the year. With Southern Maryland was 2-5 with an ERA up near 5. With Charleston so far in 3 starts, 0-1 with a 5.63. He is looking for his first Dirty Birds win, and he'll go from the stretch. Perez from the right leads it off, looks at a ball outside. Jeffrey homered off of Hall in one of those games with Southern Maryland. In fact, the Revs kind of knocked him right off their team. Here's the 1-0 and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Late in the first half, it was a 13-0 win. They chased him in the second inning, and he was released a couple of days later, signed with Charleston. Perez overall hitting .257, .293 from this side of the plate. 1-1. And he swings, drives it to straightaway center. Heath is backtracking over his head. It hits the baggie on the fly. And Perez has 2. He is in standing with a leadoff double that hit just above, midway up the batter's eye in center field. And Jeffrey, who's got career power numbers this year, just hit one about 400 feet straight away.
Yeah, and more impressively, he's starting to show it from both sides of the plate. On Friday, homered in what was eventually erased from the right side, and there gave that one a ride. And on the topic of Hall, first couple of months of the season, he was riding high with Southern Maryland. When they came here at the start of, or the end of May, he was near the top of the league in strikeouts.
And there goes Jeffrey for third. Reyes takes a strike. Throw down to third is not in time. Perez trying to provide a spark right away. And he's in head first. He fist bumps the third base ump, Mike Williams. And he is at third on our Harvey's Rental Steal of the Game. Visit Harvey's for all your steel products in York. That's his 19th. He wasted no time. He is ready to play here today. Here's the 0-1 to Elmer and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 91. The double from Jeffrey, the Revs league leading 195th. And now time called. Elmer a step out. Had a big RBI to start the comeback last night, his 52nd. Here's the 0-2, and he leaves it up high. Trying to get Jeffrey in from third. The infield is back. Reyes hitting .298. Oh, I thought that was a bug on my leg, and that is a bead of sweat rolling. Pitch, swing, and a drive the other way toward the corner in right field. Garcett on the run and lands fair and hops into the corner. Perez will score. Reyes wants 3. It was still down in the corner. Elmer's got a stand-up triple. Now the heck with doubles. He gets 3 on it. And 2 batters in. The Revs have a 1-0 lead on Elmer Reyes' first triple of the year. He's the league leader in doubles, but he gets 3 on this one.
Yeah, that was one of those ones towards the line that I think the right fielder Garcett wanted to let it drop in foul territory to keep Jeffrey from tagging. Literally, it dropped in fair territory.
And now here's Telvin Nash, who takes a little bit high. 1-0 right away. I said they flip-flopped Nash and Franco. They just moved Franco from third to fifth. Nash and Rodriguez both up 1. Nash to third as he swings and lines one hard but foul into the corner and left. Just a smidge early on that swing. He's batting third in this game, due to hit third in game 2. Last night, the outfield assist was a key play. First of his Revs career, 12th of his pro career. Did play a lot of outfield early in his career in the Astros system. Pitch is off the plate away. A little bit in Taiwan. Here this year with the Revs, hitting .222, 7 home runs in his 17 games back. Hall the stretch, and the 2-1. Swinging a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. What a start. Travieso had bases loaded, no outs, got out of it. Now the Revs a 1-0 lead, hunting for more. 2-2 to Nash. That slipped. Breaking ball was way high and outside. Nelly watching from the on-deck area. Revs are tied for third in the league in runs scored entering play today. Struggled on that losing streak, but hopefully last night starts a different streak. 3-2. Swing, and it's popped foul the other way, headed out of play to the right. Our weather today brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. I believe the board says 95. It's hard to see it in the sun. There is some partial cloud cover rolling over, but the heat index is 95. Well, now it's 96. Real temp is 90. Pitch to Telvin is down low, and he walks. Now that'll work, as he'll pass it along to Nelly Rodriguez with first and third and still no outs. The daytime high today is 91. Right now we're at 90. Feels like 96. And what do you think in this booth, Jake? 106?
We can just go with that. I don't think anyone would question it.
I'm going to get a thermometer for in here.
That wouldn't be the worst idea we've ever had.
We can add that to the report each night. Here's Nelly. First pitch is outside. A Nelly DHing, he's hitting .252, 16 homers, is tied for 7th in the league. Here at home, he's hitting .305 with 11 of those home runs. Hall, the 1-0. Breaking ball, slipped and missed high again. He is yet to be able to throw that for a strike as Blum motions for him to settle down. So if he can't throw that for a strike, the hitters should just not even worry about it and key in on the other stuff and try to tee off. Now the 2-0. Swing and a miss. That's exactly what he tried to do there, but swung through the fastball. Nelly, the league leader in walks with 85, leads by 20 away from matching Telvin for the franchise and league record for a season. Nelly number 2 in on base. Here's the 2-1. It is inside. Jumps back. Revs a 1-0 lead and a chance for a whole lot more with no outs here in the first.
Yeah, control has been a bit of an issue for Hall this season. Came in at right under a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Just issued his 40th of the year to Telvin Nash.
Pitch to Nelly. Swing, and he fouls it against the netting. Another good rip. 3-2 now. Hall, a former Creighton Blue Jay in college. Texas native, is set. And the lefty home. It is down low. Walk number 86. I don't know, maybe Nelly will get to the record before the end of the week. He's done it again, and the bases are loaded with no outs, and Carlos Franco will come to the plate. There is a breeze out to left field. 10 miles an hour. Great hitting conditions today. Franco hitting .305. He has struggled this week. Against Hall this year, he's 3 for 4 with one of his 29 home runs. Loaded with no outs. First pitch is swung on and missed. A slider from the lefty. Franco 4 off the league lead in homers with 29. He leads in RBIs with 93, 8 ahead of the rest of the pack. Tops in the league in extra base hits overall. There's the 0-1 and a breaking ball away. This time he lays off. It's also number 2 in runs, OPS, and total bases. Having one of the great single seasons in Revs history, no doubt. Trying to break out of a little funk right here. Here's the 1-1 and a swing and a miss. He reached for a slider that was well out of the zone. On this homestand, just 1 for 16. They held him hitless in 4 at-bats with a walk last night. And he had some help behind him with the key hits in the comeback. Hall is set. The 1-2, breaking ball down and away. So he's gone after it twice, but he has laid off of it each time after and works it to 2-2.
Danny Hope moving back to the 5 spot where he found a lot of his success this year will maybe rejuvenate him a little bit.
Loaded, no outs, 1-0 the lead. Hall's 25th pitch is smacked foul on the ground past Eduardo Rivera, who's coaching at first. We'll do it again. Franco's hit 7 of his long balls against lefties. Again, one of those was off of Hall. 25-year-old from Missouri City, Texas. Diamondbacks drafted him out of Creighton in 2019, 28th round pick. He deals. Oh, man, a foul. A breaking ball that went over Franco, who was ducking under it, and it hit his bat and shot foul over toward the third base dugout. Unbelievable. He's hearing it from Malky on deck. I thought for sure that was going to hit him, and he was able to duck under it, but couldn't avoid the bat hitting it, or it hitting his bat. Well, that's a way to protect with 2 strikes. Now Hall set again. He'll try it again. And a fastball called third strike. Franco tried to check, and he's rung up. Fastball inside part of the plate. He didn't like it. That's Hall's first out. It comes on pitch number 27 of the first inning. And here is Melchizedek, last night's hero. One of the heroes. He's the one that ended the heroic effort. It was almost a walk-off homer the other way. It looked like it might be when it left his bat. It was the 4th walk-off hit of his Revs career, tying Dre for the all-time lead. Pitch, it is outside. And what's funny, and I found this out in May, we were talking about records that Malky was chasing, and Dre's name came up. They never played together here, but he knows him really well from the Yankees system. He knew exactly who the great Andres Perez is, as Hall misses low, and it's 2-0. Andres the Great. And Melchizedek El Capitan. I had to figure out how to do the A with the accent for the post-game story last night. It's Alt 0225. Pitch is driven in the air, center field. Heath is back on it, got spun around. He'll track it down by the track, but Elmer will tag from third and score. And Nash races from second to third. Melchizedek with RBI number 57 this season. It's a sac fly to deep center field, and the Revs now lead it 2-0 here in the first inning. Little by little, getting closer and closer to that RBI record of Andres Perez. Now 12 away. 17.
Yeah. I realized it was kind of weak. That's why I put the slash through the 7. But, yeah, it's some scribbling today.
So we find out Jake's handwriting.
If you didn't know that by now, that one was a little weaker than some of the other ones. I'll try to be more pinpoint next time.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'll rewrite it.
Baracho. Here's Troy Stokes Jr.
I wish.
First and third, 2 outs, and he swings and misses on a changeup.
You want to talk Sunday fun day?
Yeah. I want to follow it with a water today, though. Sweating bullets. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Stokes last night tied a Revs record, which has been matched a bunch of times, but 3 doubles in a game. I'm willing to bet, though, he's the first to do it after pinch hitting in the 5th. 3 for 3, 3 doubles, 3 runs, and the base running play of the year. As Hall misses in the dirt, gets away. Nash trying to score, slides in, and out is the call at home. He chucks his helmet away in disgust. His foot was at the side of home plate before Hall got the tag on him, but Rich Capitelli calls him out at home, and that ends the inning. Talbot not known for his speed, and you don't want to stand on home plate when he's coming in full speed. He got the foot there, but he's called out, and that ends the inning. Revs do score twice in the first on 2 hits, 1 runner left. And we'll go to the second. York on top early. It's 2-0.
When it comes to insurance and financial services, you need providers you can trust. A team that has the experience and resources of a nationwide leader and the attention and understanding of a neighbor and friend. You need Gensler & Smith Associates. For more than 40 years, Gensler & Smith has been the one-stop shop for the insurance and financial consumers of York County, providing life and group, commercial, and home and auto insurance. Visit GenslerSmith.com or call 717-741-0965. GenslerSmith.com or 717-741-0965.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
What do you dream about when you think of warm weather, beach sand, and a ball? If you're thinking about soccer tournaments on the beach, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is there with you. If the ball in your dream is a volleyball, Flying Feet has you covered as well.
Flying Feet.
Playing in the sand is great fun, but the sand can be hot and abrasive. Don't let it spoil your game. Stop by Flying Feet for a pair of sand socks. Sand socks are lightweight, breathable foot coverings. They keep the sand out and protect your feet from the heat and abrasion. Great for all beach activities, they are available in youth through adult sizes in an array of flashy colors. Before heading to the sandbox of your dreams, visit Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue and grab a pair of sand socks. We will keep you at the top of your game, no matter what your game.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com.
Head of the second inning, 2-0. Revs lead it. Talvin was trying to make it 3-0, but called out at the plate. As Blum recovered to toss to his pitcher covering. Devon Torrance will lead off, and he swings at the first pitch from Travieso and fouls it away. And here on this Penn State Day, they pay homage to Torrance by having the Ohio State logo up on the board. Are they trying to get him booed? He was a Buckeye football player, defensive back and return man. He's hitting .211. Against the Revs, he's hitting .323. Pitch from Travie is off the plate away. He batted .198 with Lancaster. And last night, his Charleston debut, he was 2 for 3 with a walk, and that got him up to .211 overall. He is DHing today. The 1-1. And he swings, flies it, left center field. Lean is over under it. He was playing him that way, fights the sun, but he's got it. Had the glove up for shade briefly. He's also wearing the Oakleys today. He and Malky talk it over. And that's out number 1. Both looking up at the sun. Oh, by the way, Malky is RBI the 295th of his Revs career, so 5 away from 300, 17 away from Dre's record of 312. Here is Scaffarello, who swings and misses at a breaking ball. Huh. Okay.
Maybe it's that banging on the railing earlier.
Pitch is down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, I see what happened. Had a battery perish. On the 1-1 pitch, that misses down low. Had a little audio go dead briefly, but it's a battery issue.
Talk about multitasking.
I know. Wait till you hear this. Here's the pitch. It is taken low.
Good as new.
We're back. 3 balls and a strike.
Hey, that field mic is what separates us from the rest. You can pick up some nice, interesting stuff there.
Here's a swing and a miss on a slider. I would encourage you on last night's video to go back to about 49 minutes and 50 seconds for a real good time. After a pitch that Sanabia didn't get that he wanted. Now the payoff, it is just outside, and Travieso following in his buddy's footsteps there. He is a little frustrated. He catches the throwback from Nunez barehanded, and he is not pleased with Capitelli's strike zone here early. That's a 1-out walk.
You get a lot of interesting stuff on that field, Mike. You'll always get some good one-liners from Joe Dahl down there. You'll get some battles with the bat weights.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Joe's an adopted member of our team.
Heckling from both dugouts.
Pitch to Tyler Blum is low. Sometimes an usher will sit on it.
Once or twice. Bleacher coaches, you get everything.
Hey, throw strikes.
Pitch better.
Okay, coach. There goes Scaffarello. It's outside, and there won't be a throw. Got a big jump. He went in head first. His helmet bounces over towards short, and that gives him a chance to do a hair flip for everybody to see. It's a stolen base for him.
He's rocking the Tuck Tucker almost, with some facial hair to add to it.
Charleston with a runner at second and 1 out. Revs lead at 2-0 here in the second inning. Travieso fires, and that's over for a strike. He has not been pleased with the zone, and obviously Nash was extremely upset with the out call at home plate. But at least they were on time today. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball, third base. Franco in front of it, juggles, recovers, long throw, and Nash, the split stretch, couldn't save it. Ricochets away under a Revs bullpen seat. Scaffarello around to score. Blum trying to make it to third, and he does. As Nash went after it, threw it across to third, but Blum makes it all the way there before the throw arrived. And that's a costly throwing error. A run scores from second base, and the tying run, Blum, goes all the way around to third base. With still only 1 out, it's 2-1. Franco bobbled it initially, recovered in time, but no doubt the bobble impacted the throw. Revs overcame 2 errors last night. They had 4 in the previous game on Thursday, and have not been playing their best defense of late. They've been a good defensive team all year. Now the infield comes in. Angel Garced, the 9th place hitter, will bat. The first pitch, he swings and misses on a slider. Oh, I see what we're doing. They have Ohio State up on the board for every visiting hitter.
I think they're going to rotate it every inning. They had Michigan State in the first inning. I know a school that I might have to walk out of the booth a certain inning.
Pitch, swinging a foul tip into the mid of Nunez. So I see. We're just trying to drive home that they are the enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. On this Penn State tailgate day. I got it. Infield in. Here's the stretch, the pitch. It's high. Garced hitting 172. 2 homers, 8 RBIs.
I'm sure Double A is not happy with his depiction of the Buckeyes.
On the 1-2 pitch. Down and away. Nunez a hard slide to his right to save it. You want to divulge the school that you distaste, have even more distaste for than?
No, we can. Let's leave it in the past.
If you say so.
At least on air.
All right. Travie fires, and it's just outside. That's another one that he wanted. Went into his squat at the front of the mound, and a couple of words back in toward home plate. 3-2.
And I think the case with Travie is we know he has so much late, very, very late movement on his pitches.
Yeah, sometimes maybe it's too good for the umpire. Here's the payoff. Swing, and it's popped up. Franco and Reyes both going out into shallow left near the line, across into foul ground, and Melky's there to make the play. Cranks it home. Oh, it got through Nunez! And now Blum trying to score, and he will! And the game is tied 2-2. Melky came over to home plate in the Charleston bullpen, made the catch, and then threw a bullet home. That was just a tick high, but should have been caught. And Nunez had his glove up about face high and just above his face and just missed it. And Blum in to score, tying the game on 2 Revs errors this inning. Now we start over. And he probably doesn't need to make that throw. I don't think Blum's going to try to score from there, but it looked like it should have been caught.
And I think the issue is also his cutoff man was right in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Here's Seymour at the top who swings and misses.
So really has no other choice but to uncork one to home.
That's true. It's either that or you run it in, and if you start doing that and he tries to go, then you're in a little bit of a bind. Here's the pitch. It's outside.
And he did start to go initially, whether it was a fake or not, but you have to think any hesitation, he might have just kept going.
Pitch to Seymour is in the dirt, bounces to the backstop. He'll stay where he is. It's now 2-1. Yeah, if he tags and makes a move, Melky does have to throw that. And with his teammates right in front of him, he might have had to release it a little bit higher than normal as well. I'm not sure. Who did they give the air to?
They gave it to Melky. I think that's kind of a coin flip, perhaps.
Time called. Travie checking on the count. Pitch. It is high and away. It is not a sac fly. Blum was not going until the ball got loose. Faking yes, going no. Here's the 3-1. And up and away, close, but ball 4 to Seymour. And Mace is going to make his way to the mound here and pay a visit.
And he might drag this out until Rich Capitelli comes to break it up. I think it might be one of those meetings.
Might be worthwhile.
There have been some tight ones. Obviously, we don't have the best angle up here. We rely on a robot to defend our decisions, but
hey, someday listeners might be relying on robots when we're replaced. You ever think of it that way?
I don't know. Robots are getting smarter. They're starting to have emotions, and they might be able to.
Here comes Rich. I'm sure Travie frustrated with what's going on in the field this inning as well. And Mace is going to have some words for the plate ump. It's probably saying, hey, I appreciate you being on time today for this 2 p.m. start. That looked like a let's clean it up type of conversation on the way off.
And Travie, that's his 3rd walk of the day so far. A season high in a start is 5. That came late June at Southern Maryland.
And Seymour already a steal. Has his lead. Nick Heath, the hitter, throw to first. He dives back. He stole his 20th base in the first inning. Heath at bat here. He's got 19 steals, so they do have speed at the top. Heath walked his first time. 2-2 second inning. Travieso to the plate, and a swing and a pop-up. Should be out of the inning. Franco drifting back near the third base line. He's got it by the back corner of the infield dirt, and that will end the inning. But Charleston ties it up. 2 unearned runs, no hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 1 runner left. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 2-2 here in the opener.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Hey man, I know how you feel. That guy down the street, the one with the fancy lawn, those weekend get-togethers, the big family barbecues, and the barefoot kids and wife outside working on her tan. Hey, it's no secret. It's greener on that side of the fence. It's Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Greener grass on your side of the fence is just a quick phone call away. For world-class care right in your backyard, call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 717-292-9994.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the second inning here this afternoon. And a frustrating tie score. Revs with 2 in the first inning and had Hall on the ropes potentially for a whole lot more. And to then give Charleston 2 unearned runs in the next half inning. So we start over. Troy Stokes Jr. was at bat when Nash was called out at home trying to score on a wild pitch from third. Stokes will lead it off, hitting at .274 after last night's big night. He is 2 for 4 with a home run off of Hall this year. And the lefty's first pitch is outside. That's his 34th pitch of the day. 33 in the first, 18 strikes, 15 balls. Stokes hitting .318 against lefties overall. 1-0. It's a called strike, up and outside. And that gets Travieso to the top step of the Revs dugout, screaming at Capitelli as he towels off between innings. And Stokes has some words as well.
I think it's just a matter of the consistency. Because you can give a certain spot in the zone as long as you're consistent with it.
Oh, and now Capitelli gets in Stokes' face and points to the batter's box to tell him to get back in. Travieso screams some more from the Revs dugout. That only angered him even more so, seeing that. Now Hall is ready. From the stretch, he deals, and a backdoor slider is a called strike. I think Travie wanted to see Stokes get a chance to have his say. And that had him even more PO'd. There's the 1-2. That misses high and away. Sunday fun day. Be here all day, folks. Hall the pitch. Breaking ball popped in the air at second base. It's Seymour going out into shallow right center, battling it. He's got it. That was a mile high. He might have been waiting for some help from his outfielders who left him to fend for himself there. They're all looking up at the sun, trying to figure it out right now. One down here in the second inning. There's Connor Lean. Lean against Hall, 2 for 4 with a double, a homer, and a walk. Overall, he's at 262, 12 home runs. He got double switched out early last night. Only one at bat. Pitch from Hall. He swings and misses. Slider. Revs looking to tee off. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online, royalmanchestergolflinks.com. Pitch. It is swung on and missed. Another slider down low. And Lean hasn't picked it up from Hall in those first two. Let's see if the lefty throws it a third time. Two years in the Diamondbacks system, briefly got to Double-A last year. Deals home, and it is a called third strike. And Lean drops his bat, drops his hands to his knees on a slider that looked like it was outside, and he stands there and has some words. Man, we're taking a number at this point to have a chat with Capitelli today.
He might as well have gotten a seat at the autograph session earlier. Star of the show.
It's had about as many people that have wanted to talk to him. It would appear this has been a struggle in the first two innings. Here is John Nunez. Nunez hitting .261 with 2 homers. Here at Peoples Bank Park, hitting .327. And he bats from the right. First offering is down and in. Catcher Blum wants an appeal. No swing is the call.
Nunez even pointed and shrugged and basically said, go ahead.
Hall pitched for Vince Harrison at High A Hillsboro last year in the Diamondbacks system. Pitch to Nunez is swung on, blasted. High and deep down the line in left field and gone. A towering home run. Out over the arch nemesis, and the Revs go back on top. Nunez with number 3 on the year. You hang it, they bang it, and the Revs lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. What a moonshot that was.
Yeah, Nunez, 3rd of the year, his first off a left-hander. That's been his better side average-wise, and now getting to show the power from that side as well.
Melchizedek was ready with the jewelry for him. And Nunez will wear that through the dugout high five line. It's a 3-2 lead. Revs with 3 hits now today, a double, a triple, and a homer. Maybe Jeffrey can get a measly single here as Hall misses outside. Revs back on top. It's a towering shot, just sailing out in front of the That tree in our sight line behind the Nemesis. Here's the 1-0, and Jeffrey swings, drives it high and deep right center. Garced chasing from right, Heath from center, and it's down against the track. And Jeffrey wants 3. He's going to get it. Relay to third. He slides in with a triple. Halfway to the cycle today, he pounds it off the base of the wall, padding in right center. He's doubled and tripled. Revs with their second triple in the first 2 innings today. And Jeffrey with his second of the year.
Come on, Elmer.
You hang it, they bang it. Here's Elmer Reyes, who tripled into the corner in right in the first inning and picked up a ribby. Trying to get Jeffrey home. First pitch is a called strike. Another backdoor slider. Elmer's triple was his first of the year. Of course, he's the league leader in doubles. He's 6th in overall extra base hits. Pitch, swing, and pops a foul back. Straight out of play.
Here we go, Elmer.
Elmer's also top 6 in the league in total bases. He's had a tremendous first season in York. Hall had the first 2 outs, then homer triple. 0-2 to Reyes, a swing and a miss. He'll allow no further damage. Change up in the dirt, and Blum tags him out. Now that'll end the inning, but the Revs retake the lead on Nunez homer. 2 hits, 1 runner left. We go to the third. Jake with the play-by-play. The Revs lead here in game 1 of the doubleheader. It's 3-2.
Summer's in full swing, and Harvey's Rental has you covered for your indoor and outdoor projects. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or party coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hey sports fans, Mike from Keystone Advanced Remodeling here. Let's hit it out of the park on your next home project. Locally owned since 2018, my team at Keystone Advanced Remodeling is tops in York for roofing, siding, and seamless gutters. Don't just take it from me, check out our 5-star reviews on Google. We serve all of York County and the surrounding areas and have finance options for homeowners. Schedule your next project today. Give us a call 717-880-8008 or visit us online at KeystoneAdvancedRemodeling.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Sunday doubleheader here at People's Bank Park. Revs against the Charleston Dirty Birds. Game 1, they lead it 3-2 as we head to the top of the third. Nick Travieso out there for the Revs. Just had his issues with home plate umpire Rich Capitelli, is highlighted over these last couple of innings. So it's been an interesting day. 2 unearned runs in the top half of the second. Now he has to navigate 3, 4, and 5. Espinal, Beltran, Goris. As we move to the third inning, Espinal reached on an error his first time to the plate. As the Michigan Wolverines are highlighted as the rival school of the inning for the visiting hitters. First one from Travieso's up and in. 39 pitches for the Revs righty. They play Espinal slightly to pull in the outfield. 0-1 is swung on and fouled back. Went up with the fastball. So that'll even the count at 1. Espinal came into the day overall between the Atlantic League and Mexican League, .319 with 6 homers, 42 runs batted in. Kicks and deals, and a swing and a miss. Went with the slider that time, ran off the plate, and Espinal chased. So Travieso ahead 1-2 as he looks for his first strikeout of the day. Set and delivers, and a slider fouled back. Espinal stays alive. And Espinal, he's a big frame over at first base. 6'2", 205 he's listed. Former farmhand of Detroit for quite a number of years. Another 1-2, and a fastball is grounded up the middle. It's a seeing eye base hit. Espinal's aboard for the second time, and the second hit of the day for Charleston. Leadoff man aboard in the third. Give you scores from elsewhere this inning around the league, brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines. Other games getting underway. Currently in the bottom of the third between Southern Maryland and Long Island, they're scoreless. And the Genomes have built an early lead over Lexington, 6-0 in the top of the third. Here's Engel Beltre, who takes up and away. Gastonia and High Point will get their game going at 4:15. As Travi's pitch is swung on and missed. Went up with the changeup, and Beltre swung through it, count even at 1, and then at 5 o'clock in Lancaster, they are hosting Staten Island at the Clip. Pitch here is up and away. Lancaster looking for the sweep. They won last night on a walk-off, and then won after a lengthy 2-hour rain delay on Friday. 2-1 to Beltre, and it's on the ground to third, and it's through for a base hit in the hole between third and short. Back-to-back singles for Charleston to start the third inning. The Revs lead this one 3-2. Here in the top of the third. 2 7-inning games on this doubleheader. And they loaded the bases against Travieso in the first, but he was able to escape without any damage as the man at the plate, Diego Goris, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. Corners play in. Goris squares. It's a good one. Travieso in front of the mounded fielder. He'll go to first, and the throw is in time. Nash able to keep the foot on the bag. The sacrifice bunt by Goris moves runners into scoring position, but the Revs get the first out. Espinal to third and Beltre to second. Brings Devon Torrance to the plate. Torrance was aboard all 4 times last night in his Dirty Birds debut. A walk, fielder's choice, and 2 singles. Has a chance for his first Dirty Bird RBI here. They're still in at the corners. First pitch is grounded up the middle. It's off the mound. Takes a high hop. Reyes will field the throw to first in time to get Torrance. Had to wait for that one to finally come down. They get the out, but Espinal comes across to tie the game. So Reyes shows the arm. With Torrance's speed, it was going to be a tough one. They trade the run for the second out, and Charleston ties the game. Beltre moves up to third with 2 outs for Liam Scaffarello. Walked and scored in the second inning. First one from Travi, a slider drops down and out. That was pitch number 50 for Nick Travieso. 3-3 game, top of the third. Pitch to Scaffarello, and he watches it inside corner for a called strike. He gives a quick glance back at Capitelli behind the plate. Just a 105 hitter so far this year, and Beltre dancing off a third will force Travieso to step off. Just 2 for 19 collectively this season for Scaffarello. Pitch, and he watches this one high, and that'll get a little extra glance from Travie. 2 balls and a strike. Scaffarello trying to extend the inning for Tyler Blum on deck. The pitch, and a swing and a miss. Good slider, ran away, and that'll even the count at 2. Beltre on third, one already across for Charleston in the top of the third. They've tied it at 3. And now the 2-2. Slider bounces, kicks away from Nunez, but he's able to pounce on it quickly. Able to stay in front of it. So Beltre forced to hold at third. So we'll do a payoff to Scaffarello. Wind now going out towards center field. The payoff. It's swung on and missed. That's the slider. Travieso gets his first strikeout of the day, and it ends the third inning. But Charleston gets a run across. They do it on 2 hits. They strand 1, and we'll go to the bottom of the third inning, all tied up at 3.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What recreational sport is sweeping the country? It's pickleball, a blend of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. It's great fun for everyone, young and old. Where can you find the right footwear for pickleball?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes, of course. Come try Acacia, the official footwear brand for USA Pickleball. The Dink Shot and the new Signature Pro models are both designed exclusively for pickleball. It's time for you to get onto the court, but stay out of the kitchen with Acacia Pickleball shoes. You'll find them now at Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue in York.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Well, Charleston in the top half of the third got one back, and they've tied the game up at 3. We head to the bottom of the third, and the Revs will have the heart of their order. 3, 4, 5. Nash, Rodriguez, and Franco against Denson Hall, who they've hit well through the first 2 innings. 2 in the first, 1 in the second as Blum's throw down skips into center field. They have Anthony Seymour at second base here in game one, and we've only seen him in the outfield so far. But 2 innings against Hull, 4 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a home run by John Nunez, which at the time gave York the 3-2 lead. Four hits for extra bases as well. A double, 2 triples, and the Nunez homer. Nash walked his first time up, first one, and he watches it down. 1-0. Nash also tried to score on a wild pitch in the first inning, but was called out at the plate. Pitch. And a backdoor slider misses outside 2-0. That was pitch number 50 from Hall. They're set to have the right-hander Alec Cassina start game 2. Revs will counter with Courtney Mack. 2-0 to Nash, and he swings and fouls it off. Courtney Mack will face his former team. Released by Charleston prior to this series, and the Revs scooped him up. Hope to use him as a multiple inning type of guy. The 2-1 to Nash, and changeup drops down and away. 3 balls and a strike. And 1 walk already today for Nash, and Nelly Rodriguez on deck, another one. Hitters count, and the 3-1. Off the plate away, ball 4. Tried to dot the fastball and miss. Nash's second walk of the day. He's on first to start the 3rd inning and brings up Nelly Rodriguez. Nelly in the first inning is league-leading 86th walk. Now 19 away from Nash for the Revs and Atlantic League single-season record. Last night surpassed Scott Grimes' 2010 season for the 2nd most. First one here is down and in, has to dance out of the way of that fastball. One ball and no strikes with Franco on deck. Sets at the belt, long look, now the pitch in, and a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, a breaking ball. And the count is even at 1. Nobody out in the bottom of the 3rd. 3-3 game. The pitch is chopped foul. Left a breaking ball up that time, but Nelly only able to foul it back. A 1-2 count for Hull. It was struck out 3 Revs hitters so far today. Long set, now the 1-2. And he chops it foul towards the Charleston dugout to stay alive. And the Revs have made Denson Hall work early in this game at 57 pitches with nobody out in the 3rd. We'll do it again, 1-2. Breaking ball, and it misses high. Slider that time misses. So Hall around 89 with the fastball. That slider came in at 79. And the 2-2. And it's right there for strike 3. Hall with his 4th strikeout gets Nelly looking. Frozen with a high changeup. And there's one away. Brings up Carlos Franco. And this is game 1 of a 7-inning doubleheader. Bottom of the 3rd inning, tied at 3. The Revs took the series opener last night on a Melky Mesa RBI single in extras. They play Franco to pull in the infield, first pitch, and the slider again. This time it drops in for a strike. As Hall looks to potentially find a groove here in the 3rd. 0-1. Breaking ball again and a half swing, fouled off. Into the Charleston dugout area, 0-2. Franco struck out looking his first time up. Behind in the count again, Nash off of first after his leadoff walk. The 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. A curveball that time. Franco slams the bat in frustration. He's down on strikes for the 2nd time, the 5th for Hall today. And there's 2 outs in the 3rd, bringing up Melky Mesa. Mesa scored Elmer Reyes in the 1st inning on a sacrifice fly. Gave the Revs an early 2-0 cushion. Now digs in a 3-3 game. First pitch from Hall, breaking ball again, and it drops in for a strike. Starting to find a lot more comfort in those pitches here in the 3rd inning, both the curveball and the slider. It was the curveball that time. 0-1. Fastball is fouled off. Behind the plate, 0-2. Melky Mesa trying to extend this inning for Troy Stokes Jr. on deck. Telvin Nash still on first after his leadoff walk. 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It kicks away from Blum to the backstop, and Melky's going to reach. That was a sharp breaking ball. Perhaps a little too sharp. It'll be a strikeout and a wild pitch. And Blum very frustrated with himself behind the plate. I think he's venting to Troy Stokes Jr., who's digging in. It's a new life for the Revs. 1st and 2nd with 2 away. And Troy Stokes Jr. looking to take advantage of the extra chance. Breaking ball this time drops in for a strike. Another curveball. So make it 6 strikeouts for Denson Hall, but still trying to work out of this 3rd inning. Pitch to Stokes, and a slider this time, swung on and missed. This time Blum able to block it. And working primarily off of his breaking pitches, Hall's ahead 0-2 again. Connor Lean on deck. Stokes, his first time up, popped out to second base. And the 0-2. Slider this time is blocked by Blum, misses low. Oh, we'll toss the ball aside and get a new one before the 1-2. Stokes came in as a pinch hitter last night in the 5th inning and really was a catalyst for the comeback effort. 3 doubles, 3 runs scored, and tied the game on a stolen base and wild pitch. 1-2, and this one's on the ground to short. Goros will go underhand to second for the force out to end the inning. 6-4, the Revs held scoreless in the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, and they strand 1. We will go to the top of the 4th inning, all tied up at 3.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
As part of our innovative and bold 10-year plan, Delivering for America, the Postal Service is focused on building a more stable and empowered workforce and is aggressively hiring part-time flexible city carriers. The Postal Service notes that this is a career position with competitive wages, health care, and pension benefits and paid time off. Applications are being accepted online at usps.com/careers beginning June 16th and continuing until all positions are filled. Applicants must be 18 years of age and be able to pass drug screening and a criminal background investigation. Applicants must be able to work weekends and holidays. See the job posting for full details on duties, responsibilities, requirements, and benefits information. Job postings are updated frequently, so check back often for additional opportunities. The United States Postal Service is an equal opportunity employer, offering a fast-paced, rewarding work environment with competitive compensation packages, on-the-job training, and opportunities for advancement. The Postal Service generally receives no tax dollars for operating expenses and relies on the sale of postage, products, and services to fund its operations.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in
This
sports.
is Melky Mesa. You listen to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Last night's hero, Melky Mesa, the walk-off single to right field in the 10th inning. Here in Game 1 of Sunday's doubleheader, we're tied up at 3. Heading into the top of the 4th inning, Nick Travieso out there for the Revs. They'll face 8, 9, and 1. Blum, Garcett, and Seymour. In the 4th inning, first pitch here, breaking ball, drops in for a strike. The Minnesota Golden Gophers, the mascot of choice for the opposing hitters this inning. As another breaking ball drops in for a strike. Travieso quickly ahead, 0-2. Against Tyler Blum. 0-2, and another slider. This time Blum stays alive, chopping and foul towards the third base coach's box. Scored on the sacrifice fly/throwing error in the 2nd inning after reaching on an error himself. This one is fouled back. Another changeup that time. Oh, 2 to Tyler Blum again. For Charleston, no runs in the first. They loaded the bases with 1 out, but a double play ball ended that threat. Slider here stays up. So 1-2 to Blum. And then 2 unearned runs in the 2nd, 1 more run in the 3rd. On a ground out. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him fishing at the slider. Travieso's 2nd strikeout. Back-to-back hitters set down via the strikeout. And there's 1 away in the 4th. Garcett flew out. to left field back in the second inning. That was the throwing error that scored at the time the tying run, as a good fastball here is swung on and missed. Travieso looking to navigate the bottom of the order here. 0-1. Fastball. This one's hit way up there in center. Lean started back, now drifts in. Has a read and will put it away for the second out. 2 quick outs for Travieso in the fourth, and that'll bring it back to the top of the order and Anthony Seymour. And Seymour's had a bit of an interesting series. Played in the game on Friday and looked to have banged himself up, slipping while rounding third base. Stayed in the game there before it was eventually washed away, and didn't start last night. Came in as a defensive replacement in the ninth. And now starting at second base here in game one of this doubleheader. In at the corners against him as a fastball from Travieso misses high. A single, stolen base, and a walk for the leadoff man so far today in game one. Fastball pounds him in that time, and he fouls it off to the right. That'll even the count. Pitch here. And it's a called strike, inside corner. Seymour, a long look back. There were a couple late ones so far today for both sides. The 1-2. Breaking ball and called strike 3. Throws him on the slider. Seymour stands there in disbelief. 2 strikeouts for Travieso in the fourth. He retires the side in order. York will come to bat in the bottom of the fourth in a tie game, 3-3.
Everywhere you look today, dog treats are being described as high quality, all natural and human grade. At the Boys Barking Bakery, we know that it's just not the words to produce great tasting stuff, it's the process. We make everything from scratch. There's no sugar, salt, or preservatives added. To make our treats, we use classic recipes and wholesome ingredients. We bake our fresh treats every week in small batches to ensure the quality of our product. We're located inside York Central Market and New Easter Market, as well as the Roots Country Market in Manheim. Check out our website, theboysbarkingbakery.com. The Boys Barking Bakery, the preferred dog bakery in Central PA, where something delicious is always baking since 2017.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mason. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Open 7 days a week, 3 till midnight, Monday through Wednesday, noon until 2 a.m. Thursday through Saturday, and Sundays noon to midnight. Live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, karaoke every Thursday, and bike nights Thursdays throughout the summer. Plus pool league Sunday through Thursday, and a 4-season patio with full bar and food service. Stop in and visit my pal Jim DeLisio at the Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit their website at racehorsetavern.com.
You walk into the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Health and Wellness Center in York, you walk toward wellness. The center, now open at the Apple Hill Medical Center, connects you to savings on healthcare services and prescriptions. It connects you to fitness classes, wellness events, biometric screenings, and more. And it connects you to people who can answer your questions about health insurance. So come find the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Center in York, and come find your healthy place. Capital Blue Cross is an independent licensee of Blue Cross Blue Shield Association and a proud sponsor of York Revolution Baseball.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Bottom of the fourth in game one of our doubleheader. Revs and Dirty Birds tied up at 3. Dunstan Hall, the lefty, still out there for Charleston, as he's set to face Connor Lean to start the inning. First one, lean squares to bunt. Pulls it back, appeal, and no go at first, says Joe Del Balzo. Lean with speed. Trying to spark a rally here in the fourth. Scaffarello's still back at third. The 1-0, not squaring this time, and this time he takes. Fastball over the heart of the plate for a called strike, 1-1. Lean struck out back in the second inning. Hall struck out 6 through 3. Pitch, and this time misses low with the fastball. This inning it's Lean, Nunez in the top of the order with Perez. Two balls and a strike. Swinging here and chopping it foul. A slider that time from Hall, and he's lived off of that the last few innings. Two balls and 2 strikes to Lean. Kicks and deals, breaking ball, and it stays up. Moves the count full, as the payoff here to Lean will be number 75 on the day for the Charleston left-hander. John Nunez waiting patiently on deck. Payoff, and a check swing, and it calls it on the swing, does the home plate umpire, Rich Capitelli, and you might have heard Connor Lean say check that. Strikeout number 7 for Hall. As that brings up John Nunez. Hit his 3rd home run of the season in the second inning. Solo shot over the nemesis at the time gave York the lead. Still batting right here with the bases empty and 1 away. All set, and he misses away with the fastball, 1-0. And up and out that time, 2-0 to Nunez. He's missed both times with the fastball here to start the at-bat. Straight up in the infield and the outfield against Nunez. Two out. Out with the fastball again, 3 balls and no strikes. Hall's issued 3 walks already today. In danger of a 4th, he's behind 3-0 to Nunez. Top of the order looms for York here in the 4th. Pitch, and goes to the slider that time for a called strike. But still a hitter's count for the Revs catcher. The 3-1 slider, and it's chopped foul down the left field line. Works the count full. As Hall now climbs over 80 pitches. On deck, Jeffrey Perez, who has 2 extra base hits today, a double and a triple. Nunez looking to get aboard. And the payoff. Misses down and in. Nunez works a walk, and the Revs have a 1-out base runner. Hall tried the slider on the full count. but he issues his 4th walk of the day. Turns things around to the top for Jeffrey.
Isn't that a little hard to understand? A 3-2 slide. Like, I know Nunez hurt him last time in the second with the homer, but
I think it's just a matter of, if you look at how he's sequenced in these recent innings, he has presumably a lot more faith in his breaking stuff than he has in his fastball today. Set at the belt, first pitch to Perez, and he swings and fouls it back. That was a fastball that time.
7 of the last 8 hitters have not put the ball in play against him, whether it's been a walk or a strikeout. MLB would frown upon that.
They like the off-speed usage, though. The 0-1, down and in that time. There's a slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. .32 fastballs and 35 breaking pitches between the slider and the curveball. 1-1. And a fastball at the knees that time causes Perez to shake his head. Called strike 1 and 2. Add 15 changeups in there for good measure. He's been significantly more soft than hard today. Do with that what you will. 1-2, and a breaking ball chopped foul. Realized that as soon as I said it. Nunez on first, 1-2 to Perez. And the pitch. Slider chopped to short. Goris underhand flip for 1. Relay throw from Seymour in time. And a 6-4-3 double play gets Denson Hall out of the inning. No runs, no hits, and none left. We go to the top of the 5th, still knotted up at 3.
First Capital FGU. Dreaming of a tropical vacation, a mountainside retreat, or a cross-country road trip? Well, don't just dream about it, do it. Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, VP of Marketing and Business Development for First Capital Federal Credit Union. Right now, you can borrow from $500 to $7,500 at a rate as low as 4.99% for up to 24 months. Let us help you finance your dream vacation. Talk to a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you first, federally insured by NCUA.
We're first for loans, first for you. We're First Capital FGU. First Capital Federal Credit Union.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
We head to the 5th from Peoples Bank Park in game 1 of our doubleheader. Nick Travieso still out there for the Revs as he finishes up his warm-ups in a 3-3 game. 2-3-4 for Charleston this inning. It's Nick Heath, Edwin Espinal, and Engel Beltre. Denson Hall, again, for Charleston, ran into trouble in the bottom of the 4th, but used the double play ball to escape it. 4 innings of 3-hit ball for Travieso. 3 runs, although just 1 of them earned. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. In at the corners against the speedy Nick Heath. First one from Travieso is hit high in the air, on the infield. Reyes at short calling, and drifting to his left will make the play. Heath retired on 1 pitch to start the 5th inning. As there have been some sky-high hits today, everyone has had to go to war with the sun. We saw Seymour at second base for Charleston have issues earlier in the game. It's now a little bit of cloud cover. Right on cue, starts to cover. First one to Espinal, misses down, slider. The rival of choice on the scoreboard this inning is the Maryland Terrapins. I will say I don't like that presentation one bit. Pitch from Travieso, slider. This one's popped up on the infield but foul ground. Nash from first will call, and he will make the catch and falls away from Nunez, who was right in front of him. Not sure if Nunez didn't hear Nash calling, but it looked like he might have made a last-second lunge at that ball as it was dropping, but luckily Telvin Nash was there to put it away. 2 pop-ups this inning, and 2 away for the cleanup man, Beltre.
I can't figure out which college team you do like.
The Terrapins.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't like them being the hated.
Yes, exactly.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beltre squares, pulls back, but it's a called strike. A line out and a single. You know all about the teams I don't like. Breaking ball here, drops away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Travieso now at 72 pitches, 41 strikes. This one's hit in the air, left field. Mesa over, but has a read, and he will put it away. Back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings for Travieso. He's through 5. And the Revs will come to bat in the bottom of the 5th, trying to break this 3-3 tie.
Planting a tree, putting in a fence, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make 1 call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
With its selection of delicious wings, cheesesteaks, and seasonal specials, Granfalloon's Tavern is the place to be all summer long. Located in downtown York, Granfalloon's even features live outdoor music every Saturday night. Open daily at 4 p.m. and noon on Fridays and Saturdays. You can even park in the City Hall parking lot after 5 p.m. Granfalloon's Tavern is a great place for all ages 21 and up. For more information, visit falloons.com and come out to enjoy.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Still a tie game as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-all between the Revs and the Dirty Birds. Game 1 of our 7-inning doubleheader here on this Sunday fun day. York plated 2 in the first inning, 1 in the second. Charleston, no runs in the first inning, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Just 7 hits combined between the two sides, but the kicker for York, 3 costly errors. 2 of the runs against Nick Travieso unearned back in the second inning. But they'll have 2, 3, and 4 up at the plate here in the 5th against Denson Hall, who they've at the very least driven up the pitch count of 86 pitches through 4 innings, 52 strikes. Reyes, Nash, and Nelly Rodriguez. First one to Reyes, he squares, pulls back, and it misses down and in. First inning, his first triple of the season. Came around to score. One for 2 on the day, and this one's ripped into left center field, and that's down for a base hit. It drops in front of Beltre. He'll fire it in. Big turn from Reyes, and they almost tried to back pick him, but Goris on the cut could not come up cleanly. Second hit of the day for Elmer Reyes. His 110th of the year. Good for second in the Atlantic League, and he's aboard for Telvin Nash. 5th hit of the day for the Revolution, and now some tossing in the Charleston pen.
Yeah, the Revs got to Hall the first time through the order. He kept them off balance the second time through. See if they can kind of get back on him a little bit here this third time.
Telvin Nash, the hitter. Breaking ball here, drops outer half for a strike, and Nash hasn't had to swing the bat. He's walked twice. Runner on first, nobody out, and a fastball misses away this time, 1-1. Nash, again, a .222 hitter in his short stint so far in his return to York. 7 homers, though. Pitch here. Breaking ball. It's driven out to left center field. Looking up. Beltre. It is gone. Telvin Nash gives the Revs the lead here in the 5th inning with yet another moonshot. It is 5-3. He salutes the sky as he touches home plate. He'll be presented with the chain. Never ceases to amaze. Last night it was an outfield assist. Today, an absolute monster blast to give the Revs the lead.
You hang it, he'll bang it, and Hall hung that one. Nice balanced swing from Telvin, who just met the barrel with it, and it took off. 1 away now from the top 10 in league history in homers.
Pitch to Nelly Rodriguez is fouled off. Yeah, for Nash, 102nd of his Revs career. And now his 8th since returning. We mentioned Hall has lived and died off his breaking stuff today. That was a curveball. That just hovered over the middle of the plate. Basically a silver platter for Telvin Nash. 0-1, and a big swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball that time. Nobody out in the 5th. York has taken a 5-3 lead. Again, only 7 inning games here in this doubleheader. Wynn going steady out to left field. Pitch to Nelly here, breaking ball, and it drops off the plate away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This will be pitch number 95 for Denson Hall. They have the right-hander Max Tannenbaum warming. So the Revs made the lefty work. The 1-2. This one's driven out to right center field. Back on it, Garcett, and it'll hang up enough. He'll make the catch in the gap. So Nelly gave that one a ride, but the first out of the inning.
I think the Revs are maybe sitting on the off speed a bit more this inning, and I think Elmer hit one too on his single. He was the table setter this inning, and he's got the only single that the Revs have hit today. All the other hits have gone for extra bases.
Well, on Thursday, I believe it was 6 hits, all of which went for extra bases as well. One of the more unique line scores. Here's Carlos Franco with the bases empty, and he swings and misses. A big cut at a curveball.
That is correct. The heck with singles. Singles stink.
2 Ks for Franco today, and he swings and misses at a breaking ball there, 0-2. That one was a slider that dropped below the knees. Hello. 0-2. They play him to pull. Breaking ball here, a curve ball, and it stays inside. All wanted that one. Tight take from Franco. And on deck, Melky Mesa. 1 out in the 5th. Pitch from Hall, and this one bounces to the backstop. A fastball skips away from Blum. So the upcoming 2-2 to Carlos Franco will be his 100th of the day. The set and the pitch. Breaking ball. This one's driven out left center field. Over is Heath, and he will watch it one hop the wall and kick up. Franco on his way to second. The throw in is late. He's in standing. A 1-out double for Carlos Franco. His league-leading 57th extra base hit. He's in scoring position with 1 away from Melky Mesa.
And hopefully that can get Carlos locked in again. A lot of times, if you get a hit the other way, that's the one that'll, kind of help you lock your timing back in. He drove it the other way to the track in left center. He had been just a little bit off timing-wise, and Hall had him susceptible to breaking stuff away earlier today, but stayed on that one.
Yeah, that was another slider. That was one that sort of just kept riding. The wind's going out to left field, and he hit it hard. 106.7. Just a screamer into the gap, and for Franco, hopefully the one that gets him back on another hot streak. Melky Mesa, the batter. Sacrifice fly and then struck out, but reached on the wild pitch. First one here, fastball outside corner for a strike. For Franco, his 57th extra base hit now ties him for number 7 in a single season in Revs history. Once again, Scott Grimes, a name we've been hearing a lot over the last few nights. Big curveball and a wave and a miss from Melky here. No balls and 2 strikes, and Scott Grimes, a Player of the Year campaign in 2010, and he's seeing a lot of those records fall this year.
It's usually good when you're mentioning names with Scott Grimes.
0-2, breaking ball. This one's chopped foul towards Polo in the third base coach's box. For Melky, it's really good when your name's coming up in conversations with Andres Perez as often as they have this year. They set up in against Mesa. 0-2. Fastball, and it misses inside. Hall, well, he looked like he was going into the strut. They weren't going to throw it around with a runner on second. I don't know if that was his frustration with the call that just missed in. Pitch number 105 upcoming with Troy Stokes Jr. on deck. Mesa the hitter. 1-2. Curveball waved at and chopped foul. That was off the plate and Melky got the bat to it. As they continue to work deep at bats against Hall today. Pitch number 106, runner on second, one away. The pitch, and at the knees for a called strike 3. Fastball painted that time. Denson Hall's 8th strikeout sets down Melky Mesa, and it'll bring Troy Stokes Jr. to the plate with 2 away. Revs in this inning have taken the lead back on a Telvin Nash 2-run homer. After that, a fly out, a double, and then a strikeout. Stokes 0 for 2 today, a pop out and a fielder's choice. A big insurance run on second base. First one here. There's the curveball again, gets the outside corner, and Troy Stokes Jr. not a fan of that one.
And nor was he earlier today.
I don't think they will be inviting Rich Capitelli to the Racehorse Tavern after this game. 0-1. This one's ripped down the third base line, but foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Trying to extend the inning for Connor Lean, who's on deck. Lean's had his gripes today as well. Franco's still on second after his 1-out double. The 0-2. Breaking ball. This one's ripped into left fielder. That's down for a base hit. Franco getting the send. The throw from Beltre is up the line. He's in. Standing, and the Revs have a 6-3 lead. Troy Stokes Jr. Another clutch hit. Scores Franco, his 45th run batted in this season. Stayed on the breaking ball. And now we wait to see if that's the end of the line for Hall. I don't see Billy Horn on the top step. So he will stay in to face Lean. For Stokes, they rule it a single, and then second on the throw. Connor Lean, 2 strikeouts in his line tonight, and this one gets through the wickets of Blum to the backstop. Stokes on his way to third. It'll be a passed ball on Blum. In that third inning, the slider was crisp for Denson Hall, probably his best pitch, and that is what's been hit around this inning, and that time it skipped through his catcher. Another run now 90 feet away. 1-0. Fastball misses away, 2-0. 111 pitches for Denson Hall.
And that might be causing it to flatten out on this hot day.
Trying to extend the inning for Nunez on deck, 2-0. This one's hit high in the air, right center field. It's Heath in center. He'll make the catch in front of the track. As he took over for Garcet, who had to shield his eyes. Leans the flyout will end the inning, but the Revs score 3 more. They do it on 4 hits, the big one being a 2-run shot by Telvin Nash. We head to the top of the 6th, and it is 6-3 Revs.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
Come on down to Stewartstown Smokehouse and Beer Barn for the best barbecue around. Order our delicious smokehouse burger, or grab a bite of our tasty smoked beef brisket, or full rack of baby back ribs. You can find us on the corner of Hill Street and Mill Street, just a few minutes from Hopewell Area Recreation Parks and the Mason-Dixon Library. We even have a large assortment of domestic and craft beers and specialty cocktails. Order online today for carryout at stewartstownsmokehouse.com.
Penny Pretzel here from the York Philly Pretzel Factory. I am live at the Revolution game, and the batter got a hit. He just ran past the bases and into the stands, and I can't believe my eyes. He's making a line drive right to the York Philly Pretzel Factory concession stand. Looks like he's ordering a pretzel with cheese dip. Now where's he off to? He's headed straight to our store at 2058 South Queen Street, York. The umpire is now shouting, "It's good, it's great, it's the best pretzel ever." Looks like another home run.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head of the 6th, Nick Travieso has been given the lead. His team scoring 3 in the 5th inning. And he will try to lock it down with 2 innings to go in game 1 of this twin bill. 6-3 the lead. As they were scoring, he was the first to greet those and congratulate them. His arm wrapped up in one of those probably ammonia towels, which is for the cooling of the body temp. But he's a bulldog. He's pitched like one today, and now he has the lead. And he can maybe smell some blood in the water. Diego Goris leads off the 6th. First pitch is right there for a strike. And Travieso beginning this inning at 73 pitches. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. At Goris reaching at something that wasn't even close to there yet. That was just 70 miles per hour. He is hit into a double play and sacrifice bunted as Travieso steps off. Yeah, now ready. He's from the stretch at all times these days. He deals and a swing and a miss. Went to a slider away and he carved him up. Strikeout number 4. And makes short work of Goris. 3 pitches for out number 1 here in the 6th. Travieso's had it cooking since that 3rd inning when a couple of singles led off. They got one of those runs home, but after they tied it, he has shut it down. And the Revs have gotten the lead back and then some. Here's Devon Torrance as he lays off a breaking ball low. Torrance a fly out to center and an RBI ground out today. Tied the game back in the 3rd on the grounder. The 1-0 swings and fouls it off third base side. This will get onto the roof of the third base dugout and bounce into the seats. Looking ahead, Jim Fuller, his next save opportunity, he'll be trying to set the Revs all-time record. But Travieso's pitch count not high in this 7-inning game. He deals. It misses high. 2 balls and a strike. And you know that you're going to need to use a lot of guys in game 2. Courtney Mack, he's gone multiple innings. He's been that type of guy, but Revs debut, see how long he can go. Pitch here is hit in the air, center field shallow, Lean races in, he'll get to it. Might have broken Torrance's bat, little bloop fly in shallow center, and Lean had to come in on a dead sprint and runs it down for out number 2. The base is empty, 2 away. Liam Scaffarello to the plate. Travieso trying to slam the door on the 6th, which, again, in the 7-inning game, this is like it's the 8th. This is the first pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball up in the zone. Scaffarello today has walked, stolen a base, and scored, and then struck out most recently. Second game with Charleston, he played 12 for High Point as Travieso misses inside. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The Revs 6 runs, 8 hits, trying to overcome an uncharacteristic 3 errors. Charleston 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, popped him up. Shallow left. Mesa coming in. Reyes is out from short. Melky calls him off, makes the grab. Nick Travieso has set down 12 in a row. A 1-2-3 6th inning, which he finishes on pitch number 83. We will see. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning here this afternoon in Game 1. It's the Revs 6 and the Dirty Birds 3.
As part of our innovative and bold 10-year plan, Delivering for America, the Postal Service is focused on building a more stable and empowered workforce and is aggressively hiring part-time flexible city carriers. The Postal Service notes that this is a career position with competitive wages, health care, and pension benefits and paid time off. Applications are being accepted online at usps.com/careers beginning June 16th and continuing until all positions are filled. Applicants must be 18 years of age and be able to pass drug screening and a criminal background investigation. Applicants must be able to work weekends and holidays. See the job posting for full details on duties, responsibilities, requirements, and benefits information. Job postings are updated frequently, so check back often for additional opportunities. The United States Postal Service is an equal opportunity employer, offering a fast-paced, rewarding work environment with competitive compensation packages, on-the-job training, and opportunities for advancement. The Postal Service generally receives no tax dollars for operating expenses and relies on the sale of postage, products, and services to fund its operations.
This summer, while lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and Revs lead at 6-3. Nick Travieso coming off the mound. It looked like he kind of tilted his head as he approached Mace, like, I kind of want to work that next inning, but Mace gave him a handshake, and the Revs do have bullpen activity. Jim Fuller, it looks like, will be going for his record 40th save in a Revs uniform. Travieso standing and chatting with teammates. Would appear that he's finished, but what a job. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, and only 1 was earned. And retired his final 12. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hall gives way. Righty Max Tannenbaum is the new pitcher. Tell you about him. Hall's line today, 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He walked 4, struck out 8. A couple homers allowed. And a ton of pitches, 112. 70 were for strikes. Nunez will lead it off against the righty Tannenbaum, who stretches, deals, and Nunez swings and grounds one to first base. Espinal with it, flips to the pitcher covering. One pitch, one out. And Nunez will head back to the dugout and gear up to try to call and catch the final 3 outs in the 7th today. He's had a good day at the plate. He hit one of those home runs earlier today and also reached on a walk. Here comes Jeffrey Perez, who will take a little time after a 1-pitch out. Jeffrey 2 for 3, double, triple, stolen base, runs scored. He's had a great first game. And Tannenbaum with the pitch. It's outside. Charleston right-hander is only 5'10". It's his second year in the league. The 1-0. And a cue ball hit on the ground down to third. Scaffarello's got it, slings it across and errantly wide of Espinal at first. It banged the sidewall at the end of the Revs dugout. It'll be a throwing error on Scaffarello. And the question is, did it go out of play? It did. First base Joe Del Balzo had the hands up right away, signaling that it was dead. And Jeffrey will go to second base. 2-base error. He was going to make that close. Even if the throw was good, he was hustling all the way on a slowly hit ball. Now the Revs with insurance at second. If he scores, that would take away Fuller's save opportunity. Here's Elmer Reyes, who's 2 for 3 with a triple, an RBI, and 2 runs. I'll look back. Tannenbaum now to the plate and yanked it outside. Reyes 2 runs scored today. He's now got 65 runs scored for the year. The Revs 2-hole hitter is in the top 8 in the league in runs scored as well. Having a great all-around season. Second baseman backs away. Pitch to Reyes is off the plate outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Tannenbaum 1-4 with a 6.11 ERA. 28 outings. He has made 1 start. Jeffrey trying to get a little more. Pitch to Reyes is popped up. Right side, Espinal battling the sun at first base. Gives way to Seymour from second, who came over and made the grab, fighting it too. They're battling the sun. Seymour, a pretty unconvincing reach up with the glove on that, but got the job done. And 2 down. Here's Talvin Nash, who broke the tie last inning. Parked a 2-run homer to left center. 102nd of his Revs career. He's 1 away from cracking the league's top 10 all time. And the first pitch, it's on the outer half, a called strike. Number 103 would tie him with former league greats Will Pennyfeather, who played before the Revs came into existence, and Ryan Radmanovich, who was wrapping up in the early years of the Revs. The 0-1 swing, and he smashes a line drive foul into the stands and left. It caroms all the way out behind shortstop. Tannenbaum does not throw hard. Nash early on that. Charleston will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the 7th inning. And Fuller will be going for a record unless the Revs score another run here. Here's Here's the 0-2 to Talvin. Swing and a miss. Went down and away off speed. And a scoreless sixth. And Jim Fuller will enter, looking for the Revs all-time saves record. He is tied with Mike DeMark with 39. Today, he aims for his 40th. No runs, no hits. 1 error and 1 left. Looking for history today as we head to the 7th in Game 1. It's the Revs 6 and the Dirty Birds 3.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
At Harley-Davidson, we are building more than machines. We stand for the timeless pursuit of adventure, freedom for the soul. Harley-Davidson embodies a quest for adventure and a passion to deliver and experience the unexpected. A story as legendary as ours starts with passionate employees to keep building our legend and leading our industry through innovation, evolution, and emotion. Join our winning team. We are looking for supervisors, engineers, production technicians, maintenance mechanics, maintenance toolmakers, and maintenance electricians. Entry-level hourly production positions start at $23.04 per hour. Apply today at www.jobs.h-d.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Nick Travieso was awesome today. Jim Fuller will try to close it out for him and set some Revs history in the process. He goes for save number 40 in a Revs uniform today. There have been hardly any opportunities the last month and a half, but he tied Mike DeMark with the last one that he notched. Tyler Blum will lead things off. First pitch is a fastball for a strike. Fuller got the win last night, and he was sharp. He's had some wins here lately. Been a while since he's had a save. He's ready. And the 0-1, it is chopped left side. Franco to his left, makes a great pick, spins and throws him out. What a play for out number 1. On a chopper to his left, he stabbed it on an in-between hop, hip high. Spun and made the smooth play with the throw across to first. Fuller with 10 saves this year. He's 4-4 with a 2.93 ERA. Last save was back on July 5th. Here is Angel Garced. And he swings and fouls the first one away. That was the night that he tied Mike DeMark with number 39. It's been over a month.
To put it in perspective, that was the first half to now, or second to last game.
Pitch, he swings, foul tips one back to the backstop. There's never been a 40-save man in Revs history. Fuller trying to become the first. He led the league with 29 last year. Now, why does he have to have a conversation with the plate umpire? Did that get a piece of Nunez? Are they trying to give him time? I would imagine that's all it was.
It could have. I think he's checking on him here. But he's good.
Ahead of Garcet, 0-2. Garcet's flied out twice today. And Fuller looks in and ready. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a drive the other way, right field. Stokes backtracks to the track, looks up, and it's high off the wall. Karam's down to him, and he'll heave it in. And Garcet slides into second with a double. Now the tying run will be on deck. And it won't be a clean one for Fuller today. One out double, and Anthony Seymour coming up back at the top of the order. That had to hit pretty near the top. Couldn't quite tell against the advertisement just how close it was to going out. That looked close. Fuller's last save opportunity was July 24th. Pitch to Seymour is up high. Switch hitter bats right. He is 1 for 2, single, steal, walk. So in the last month and a day, he's only even had one opportunity for a save. Pitch, it's high and outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, this is probably the most he's pitched in a 1 week span in probably about a month, you would say. He came in on Thursday, and that was the first we had seen him in a week. And pitched last night, so this will be his 3rd appearance.
2-0. Swinging a towering drive to deep left field. Melky can't even make a move on it, just looking up backwards, and it's way out of here. Anthony Seymour with a bomb of a 2-run homer to left, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game, 6-5 here in the 7th inning. Still 2 outs to go. That's his 5th. That thing was crushed.
Yeah, and for Fuller, that'll end a stretch that tied his season high, 4 straight scoreless appearances. As he still has to navigate now in the middle of this order. He'll have the lefty Heath.
He got his ERA down under 3 last night. Here's Heath, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And then Espinal will bat next. Pitch here is line to center. Lean coming in and reaches down, holds it up, made the play. Shoestring grab, a snow cone. He hangs on to it on a liner sinking in shallow center. 2 down here in the 7th. And it looked like it was knuckling and changing direction. There's no way that that was close to an easy catch. And he came racing in and made the play for the 2nd out. And they were playing deep too, no doubles with a 1-run lead. Here's Espinal, and he takes a changeup that sinks in for a strike. Fuller 1 out away. And Espinal's a major obstacle. He's 1 for 3 today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup. And now Fuller 1 strike away from Revs history here today. 6-5 the lead. They set up away. He's ready. And the 0-2 pitch. It is down and outside. Going for number 40. He's set. Again, they set up away. The 1-2, that's way outside. He had save number 38 on June 17th at Staten Island, and since June 17th, he's only had 3 opportunities and only 1 save. Now ready to go. The 2-2, swinging a ground ball right side. Jeffrey to his left, he's got it. Takes his time, throws to first, and that's it. Jim Fuller has become the Revs all-time saves leader. Number 40 in a Revs uniform. saves it for Travieso, who was excellent today. And the Revs win it in game 1 of the doubleheader, 6-5. Fuller with his 11th save this year, and he moves ahead of Mike DeMarc for number 1 all by himself in Revs history, the first to number 40 in a Revs uniform. And Fuller cements himself at the top of the Revs all-time saves list. The most decorated closer in Revs history now. And number 40 saves another thrilling win in game 1 of this doubleheader. That's a winning streak for this team.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I'm sure Jim Fuller is happy to finally put that behind him and become the all-time saves leader. And it was eventful, but what another win for this team as they put up a battle, but in the end, Jim Fuller continued to have the ice in his veins that we've seen throughout his Revs career, and a huge one. And again, Telvin Nash proving to be the difference with that 2-run blast in the 5th. And the Revs have won a series after that tough losing streak. That, you hope, is now finally in the rearview mirror, and they'll hope to get the sweep in game 2.
A great win in game 1, and a historic one at that. And Travieso, awesome. I think he's motioning his brother to come down onto the field with him. He is. Travie retired his final 12 today to win his 4th straight. Getting win number 6 overall of the year. And like you said, Jake, Telvin's blast, the difference, the tie-breaking shot. Revs win it 6-5 is the final score in game 1 as they head into recoup, maybe eat a little fruit, and get set for game 2 coming up. Courtney Mack will make his Revs debut starting, and they'll be going for the sweep. 6-5 is the final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers. Give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Summer's in full swing, and Harvey's Rental has you covered for your indoor and outdoor projects. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or party coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
When it comes to insurance and financial services, you need providers you can trust. A team that has the experience and resources of a nationwide leader and the attention and understanding of a neighbor and friend. You need Gensler & Smith Associates. For more than 40 years, Gensler & Smith has been the one-stop shop for the insurance and financial consumers of York County, providing life and group, commercial, and home and auto insurance. Visit GenslerSmith.com or call 717-741-0965. GenslerSmith.com or 717-741-0965.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Revs win it 6-5 is the final in game 1. A thrilling win, a second straight win, and a historic win. Daryl Henry, Jake Ness back with you as we welcome you to the post-game show brought to you by Brewery Products and their Decide to Ride campaign. Sign the pledge online at DecideToRide.com and get home safely every time. We'll do a quick recap, and we've probably got at least half an hour until game 2 starts. And the Phillies are leading the Nationals 8-1 in the 8th inning, so we're actually going to bump it over there on WOYK and try to get you some bonus coverage as that game hopefully comes to a finish before our second game gets started. Revs with the win improved to 11-17 in the second half, overall 42-52. Charleston falls to 11-16 in the second half, overall 37-56. Not only the Fuller save historic, but the Revs with all-time victory number 995 in the opener, 5 away from 1,000. Mace with number 592. He's 8 away from 600. And we recap it. York jumped to a 2-0 lead early. Nick Travieso worked out of a bases-loaded no-out jam in the first after a single, a walk, and an error. And the Revs scored 2 in the bottom half. Jeffrey Perez doubled, stole third, scored on an Elmer Reyes triple. Later in the inning, Melky with a sac fly for the 295th RBI of his Revs career. And that made it 2-0. They were looking for more, but Telvin was called out trying to score on a wild pitch. He argued that he was safe. And it stood 2-0 at the end of one. Charleston scored 2 unearned runs. Revs a couple of throwing errors in the second. That tied it at 2. York went back on top in the bottom of the second as John Nunez parked a towering home run to left, his third. That made it 3-2. Again, the Dirty Birds drew even in the third inning. Back-to-back singles to lead off, then a sac bunt, then a Devon Torrance RBI ground out. But that was the second out on a stretch on which Nick Travieso retired his final 12 faced today. And he finished 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, walked 3, struck out 4. And with the game tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning, Elmer Reyes a leadoff single against Denson Hall, and Telvin Nash parking the tie-breaking 2-run homer to left center, his 8th in 18 games back with York, and number 102 of his Revs career, made it 5-3. And then with 1 out, Franco doubled to left center. He would later score on a 2-out RBI single to left by Troy Stokes Jr., and that proved to be a very necessary run. Made it 6-3. Travieso came back out for 1 more inning in the 6th and went 1-2-3. In the 7th, though, Fuller, who was sharp last night, allowed a 1-out double to Garcett, a 2-run home run then by Anthony Seymour, cut it to a 1-run lead. And Nick Heath next. He hit it hard but lined out to center, with Lean making a great shoestring grab for the 2nd out. And then Edwin Espinal, a dangerous hitter in the 3-hole, but Fuller got him to ground out to 2nd to end it. Save number 40 of his Revs career, moving ahead of Mike DeMarc and into number 1 on the all-time list. Your totals in game 1 for the Revs: 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, and they left 6 on base. Charleston, 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, they left 4. Travieso the win, he's 6-5, lowers his ERA under 4, 3.99 for the year. Denson Hall the loss, 2-7. Jim Fuller save number 11 this season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 22 minutes. As Travieso stops to sign an autograph on his way to the clubhouse with his brother joining him. And our Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group players of the game today. What do you think, Jake? We had some big contributors. Travie the start, Telvin the bomb, Fuller with history.
Man, it's really hard to narrow it, I think. But, Telvin had the big blast that really jolted this offense to push ahead in the game. So, obviously, he is a guy that needs to be mentioned. And I think you got to say Travie as well. He worked around a lot of damage early in the game, couple unearned runs to his ledger in the 2nd, got out of a bases-loaded jam in the 1st, making a perfect pitch to roll a double play ball. And it's like every Travie start, he battles through any sort of adversity that gets thrown in front of him, and ended up coming up big in the win today.
He sure did. Our Shipley Energy power play of the game was an easy one. That was Nash's tie-breaking home run in the 5th. Well, quick look at scores from elsewhere, and then we'll send it to the Phillies and Nats for the final inning. The Genomes are leading the Legends 18-0 in the 6th inning. Lexington's the home team, and Dustin Beggs of the Genomes, the visiting team that shares the park, has gone 5 no-hit innings so far, and they lead 18-0 in the 6th. Southern Maryland is demolishing Long Island in the 7th inning. They lead at 10-1. Darrell Thompson going for win number 11 today. He's well on his way. High Point has a 2-0 lead in the 1st inning in Gastonia. And Lancaster and Staten Island will play their game at 5 p.m. at the Clip. It's Around the League brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines. Phillies lead the Nats 8-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning, and we'll jump over there for some bonus coverage between games and get you the final inning from Philadelphia. Well, game 2 of our doubleheader is coming up in the next half hour or so. We do have to kill the online stream when we switch to the Phillies. We'll bring it back on the Listen Live app right before we get started for game 2, and we'll be back with you for the start of game 2 in the next 30 minutes or so. Courtney Mack will make his Revs debut. Alec Cassina goes for Charleston. So now for Jake Ness in the booth with me, Darrell Henry saying so long for now from Peoples Bank Park. Again, the final in game 1 today. It's the Revs 6, the Dirty Birds 5 as the Revs win their 2nd straight. Stay tuned. Phillies Nats in progress coming up, and we'll be back with you for game 2 shortly from Peoples Bank Park here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.